Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my Motogp 19 career mode, and today we're here for round 3 of the Red Bull Rookies Cup at Assen in the Netherlands. So we'll quickly look at the championship standings. So currently we are in 4th position. We moved down a couple of positions after that last race. Obviously, last couple of races we've had some insane bugs with the qualifying, AI going ridiculously slow, and then all of a sudden a couple of them go ridiculously fast. Same with the lap times in the race. We've had some weird starts, so it's not been the best season so far. We've had to come through from last both races, even though we've started on the front row. Well, actually we started 4th in Mugello, but in the previous race in Jerez we started 2nd, but both times we were still last going into the first corner. So there you go, that's just how it's been happening. But yeah, without further ado, I'll head into qualifying for Assen, and hopefully we can try and start on that front row once again. Right, so we're in the garage now. You can see our rider just going towards the seat. And Assen, I feel like we've got a good shot, maybe trying to get a victory here, but I really don't know. Obviously, if we have to start again, we're just screwed. We can't make up that amount of ground. You can't give away 4 seconds off the start. It's too much. But our qualifying have been pretty good this season, so we'll head out onto track and hopefully we can go good again. Obviously, 4th in the last race, 2nd in the first one. I'd ideally like to start on pole, of course, but if that's not possible, just try and get as high up as we can. We've not actually really done a very good qualifying lap yet, so hopefully we can do a bit of a mistake-free one. But Assen is definitely a rider circuit, so hopefully we can make us some time compared to the AI. You've got to remember as well, new game, so every time I play, I'm going to be getting quicker, so the performance should improve. Obviously, if you haven't seen my video earlier on from today, Motogp pure gameplay, I do recommend you go check it out. It's quite a good example of speed that I actually showed in that video. I was quite happy with that one. I actually did qualifying for it because I didn't want to start from last. Oh, I fell off already. Alright, cool. That's me talking about something else. I lost the front because I wasn't expecting to. So we'll restart the final lap and we'll go again. I must say, one complaint I do have, I'm loving the game so much so far, but one complaint I do have is the removal of manual tuck, and I've seen a few people complain about it, so hopefully they can, well, it should be something they could add back in a patch. I really hope they do, because it's, it's a skill, know when to tuck in. Like, I know some people like to have it on auto, but I like to personally choose when I get to tuck in, and I've always had it on manual on every game. Now Strummen, so we haven't crashed at Strummen this time, so it's already an improvement compared to last time. I have actually played this track a few times, not actually in Red Bull Rookies, but I played it on Motogp and on Moto2, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Obviously, it's Assen, so I know it anyway. I know every track on the game. I've just absolutely corner cut so much. Yeah, invalid lap. That's fair. So we'll have to try once again. I've run mine to Michigan. Not the best run at all. Hopefully it doesn't invalidate my next lap from that. But that was not a good line. We are trying again, so hopefully 3rd time's a charm, as they say. And same with this race as well, obviously race 3, so hopefully 3rd time's a charm and we can get on pole. And hopefully get a win as well, but got to set my sights on 2nd, or I just want to set my sights, want to get as high as I can. Obviously ideally a win, but we have seen how ridiculous AI have been. Well, the front 3 anyway, front 2 in Jerez and then front 3 in Mugello. So Agi has now set a qualifying lap, so we will actually sort of get indicators, and Nugachi as well has now gone a 53.0. I thought it was at 6th then, so it's going to definitely cost us some lap time. This is in the complete wrong gear, so 1.3 seconds under the pole time at the moment. Is good. Need to run for a good pace. Duper Squire just move the benchmark again. I think he's sort of like he's a top 10 rider, I think, from what I remember seeing him in his position in the races. So it's probably a bit more. Salvador's just gone 150.1. I think that's, how much quicker was that? About 2 seconds quicker. So AI doing their classical amazing lap times, I know, although we are still going red, so that's good. We are still going red compared to Salvador. A little lift. But watch out for the timber chicane here. It's hard braking zone. I mess it up most of the time. Oh, personal best first sector now, you see. Obviously someone's gone quicker. As we got to the line, we go fastest by 1.4 seconds, so 48.3 there. I'm quite happy with that one. So I'm not in the way of anyone, that's good. Right, so I'll head back to the pits and see a little bit later on, you know, where we are. Hopefully there's no glitch lap times again. So with around 5 minutes to go, we are still on pole by 1.4 seconds to Yuki Kuni in second position. So I'm really hoping that we can just skip to the end of the session and retain this, but I'm not going to bother going out again because I thought it was a pretty good lap actually, to be fair. I didn't make too many mistakes. Obviously I did hang fifth on the rev limiter a little bit too much, and I probably could have downshifted through the long left just towards the end of the lap, but you know, it's just little nitpicks here. You know, it's a couple tenths tops. It's not like running really wide like I have in the other races. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can keep this pole position. But I'll skip to the end of the session, and hopefully we have.
That brings an end to this qualifying session, and after a thrilling contest where the riders gave their all right up until the end, we can finally find out the name of the rider who will start from pole position tomorrow.
So at last, there was no qualifying bug this time, and it's interesting because this time, instead of just fast forwarding the time like I did in the other episodes, I've just skipped straight to the race. So hopefully, I think that might have resolved whatever is happening. I think maybe it's something to do with the fast forwarding, I don't know. But luckily we are on pole. We do actually have quite a margin, 1.5 seconds there to Yuki Kuni in second place. So, you know, we've definitely set our sights on a victory there. I'm just messing up my words all the time. I do it a lot, I think you all know that. But David Salvador in third place, Carlos Tate in fourth, and Lorenzo Felon in fifth. Basically, the 4 people I wanted to beat are right behind me, so there you go. Just got to try and get off to a good start. I just want to try and get away and get a win if I can.
We're now broadcasting from the starting grid where everything seems ready. It's always difficult to predict the results of a race like this, but the riders we're seeing right now definitely seem to be the favourites.
Right, so we are on the grid now. We're looking at David Salvador. Let me change my tyres, make sure that I do that. Don't want to stay on these old tyres. But yeah, I'm on pole position, so I'm really aiming for a win here. Tyler Scott in 24th we're looking at currently. I'm basically in the ideal position. There was no bugs with the lap time, so I think perhaps the bug is resolved now. I will actually point out that I uninstalled the game after the last episode and I've reinstalled it again, so that could also be a reason why it's not happened again. I don't know, but I hope that has fixed it. I'm not sure. I thought that I hadn't heard anybody else having this issue, so I was like, perhaps it's just my game's like not installed properly or something. So I was like, I'll uninstall it, reinstall it, and everything. But without further ado, let's get straight into the race. We're going to try and bring it home.
Just a few minutes to go until the Grand Prix begins. Assen, the motorbike university, is once again ready to put everyone to the test.
Yes, I am ready for this race. I cannot wait. Hopefully we can have a nice scrap with the AI in this one. Right, so and away we go. The start thing seems to have happened again. We're not severe, we're 10th, 11th, 13th. We're getting a bit swamped again. Down towards turn 1. Okay, the AI doing some weird stuff. Riding around a lot of them. Up to 11th again. See someone at the front's already trying to bolt. AI knocking each other wide, and they're just going slow. I don't know what they're doing. Oh. Try and thread the needle, bit of contact. Artem Martev has fell off. One of the I didn't quite read the name. Noah De Whittler or Weiler. Been some crashes going on, but we have had the glitch. Well, I don't know if it's a glitch, but we've not had a good start once again. Kind of just becoming something that I'm starting to expect now. But we're behind Tate and Kuni, so I'm going to try and get a good run on them. Tate. Oh, we've passed them up into third place now. To the left hand side of, I think that was, I don't actually see who it was. But up into second now. Oh, hang on, we've been dive bombed. I was not expecting that into the ball. Good move by the AI there. Oh, it was Felon. So, Felon doing a fantastic move into the ball. And fair play to him as well. I did not see that coming. We're back up into second. Salvador's got a bit of a lead and I want to hunt him down. I'm not letting him pull away with some ridiculous lap time this time. I am ready for this. I'm ready to take the fight to him. Just adjusted my mic there, sorry. I didn't think that's probably quite sounded loud enough. I think I'd accidentally moved it away. So I'm moving it a bit closer again. Through the ram's hook, down towards the gut, timber chicane. To watch out for this corner, it's a really tricky one. Bit of a cut there, but not too bad. We have closed up quite a bit to Salvador, though. We've got a good run through it. It's a lap time compared to him. We're 3/10 behind him. And I haven't made no changes to the AI. The AI is still on 120%. So I'm not sure why the glitch has happened. We're around the outside of Salvador into the lead of the race. So we are leading the Dutch TT Assen in the Red Bull Rookies Cup here. We've got to try and hold on to this lead. Seems like for once the AI are not broken, and this is just sort of showing our pace. Like we have been, kind of dominating everyone that's not had the glitchy pace so far. So I think me uninstalling my game has fixed it, although the thing with the start is still happening. So it's like that must be something down to me. If you do know why I'm getting bad starts, do let me know, because it's slightly stressful having to work my way through the pack. Felon's dropped back down to 5th place now. Obviously he was battling with me for 2nd, and he did a fantastic move into the ball. I'm still surprised by that move. Great move by Felon. There's been some nice battling there going on, but it seems like the AI can't quite carry the corner speed, which I guess this track is pretty much designed for. It's a flowing circuit, and I suppose it would also explain. Well, actually, I did better at Jerez than Mugello, and you say Mugello is more flowing, so I don't actually know. But I'm just happy that I'm leading the race here. Like obviously I said in qualifying, every time I play the game I'm getting better, so there's that as well. Seems like no glitches have happened this time, which is fantastic. It's exactly what I wanted, exactly what I needed for my championship charge here. So obviously we are already trailing the leader by 16 points, if you remember. Obviously we looked at the championship standings earlier on. That was a beautiful timber chicane line, I must say, because I didn't cut it at all this time. Over line 47.8, that's quicker than my qualifying time, I think. So there you go. We're leading by 3.2 seconds here. So we are absolutely dominating. Massive turnaround compared to the last couple of episodes. Obviously, if you remember at Mugello, we trailed back by about 11 seconds. So, it is a bit perplexing. I actually did, interestingly, I went onto a quick race, right, and the pole position time was at 2:08, and like so, like when the simulated times here when they come up on the grid when you've done a race, when you've just started the race, it said they all did 2:08, and I was like, that's really strange because they're like 7 seconds slower than which some of the AI were. Oh, we just picked up a penalty there. I'd say that's fair because we did go on the inside a little bit, but we have such a big lead, 4.1 seconds. Couple tenths, not going to mean anything to us here. We just got to bring on home. Lap and a bit to go in this Dutch TT. It's probably not been the most interesting race in the world, but there was some nice battling over earlier on. Obviously that move, I'm still surprised by that move through De Bolt there. It was a fantastic move. I didn't see it coming at all, and he's just gone up the inside. It's clean as well, there's no contact like there would usually be on the old games. So these AI really are making their mark here. That's a bit too close to the grass for my liking. We've got a 5-second lead now, so we are just bolting away. They do say Assen is the true rider's circuit, and if you do base it off previous games, the AI have often struggled at Assen. It's just one of their tropes, really. It's 47.7, so once again quicker than my qualifying lap. Obviously we did pick up a little penalty on that lap though, so you would say that if I did that in qualifying I would be invalidated. I think I did do it in qualifying, I got one of my laps invalidated for it. But through turn 2 now, we're on the final lap into turn 3. I must say, the Red Bull Rookies bike is really nice to ride. I've got a lot of confidence in it. I feel like I can throw it around. Running a little bit wide to Strubben there. Try and come back. Well, I didn't even come anywhere near the apex there. Looking at the tyre wear, pretty good. It's kind of what you would expect for a low weight bike like this as well. Low power, low weight. Obviously, stuff like a Moto2 or a Motogp, you'll spin that rear tyre up quite a lot, and the tyre wear is pretty immense. But yeah, I am going to stress again, I've not changed the AI difficulty, so unless the game has changed itself, which I'm really hoping it hasn't, because Well, I suppose actually in a way, I'm like 7 seconds in front. I would prefer it if there was some sort of problem with the AI difficulty, but I haven't changed it. It should still be on 120. So perhaps I'm just really struggling with this circuit. But I don't know. It does seem a little bit strange that we've come from previous episodes. I will check at the end of the episode, and I'll let you know in the next one. But it should still be set to 120. I've not changed any settings. But we have absolutely dominated in this race. In fact, the gap didn't even come up. That's how far in front we were. We're going down towards the timber chicane for the final time, though. We have led, well, not from start to finish, but start of lap 2 to the end of the race, through turn 17, turn 18, up towards the line. It's going to be a win in Red Bull Rookies, our first win, and my second win in total against the AI.
While the riders complete a victory lap, let's check out the final race ranking.
So yeah, we won the race by 12 seconds, so basically we've just turned the tables on what the AI did last time to me, which seems really odd. So I don't know, are we seeing if this is another like weird glitch or something? I don't know, but in the end we won the race ahead of David Salvador in second position by 12 seconds, Carlos Tate in third, 15.1 seconds behind, Yuki Kuni in fourth place, and Lorenzo Felon in fifth, Jason Dupasquire in sixth, Marcos Urate in seventh, Haruki Noguchi in 8th, Barry Baltus in 9th, and Alex Eskrig in 10th. We'll scroll down through the order so you can have a look, but I don't want to read it all out. So we beat Van der Gerberg by 51 seconds. Absolutely ridiculous there. It seems like there is a really big discrepancy between the rider rider performance, and apparently that's what it's like in real life as well. I've heard from other people, because I haven't actually seen any of the Red Bull Rookies this season. We'll head on to the championship and see what that's done to it. So we've propelled ourselves up to third position now. From fourth, we've pushed Cooney back down into fourth place. Felon moves ahead of Urate as well. We are now only 11 points behind David Salvador in the championship. Carlos Tate is trailing him by 8 points. So we are probably still within a bit of a chance of winning this championship. There was a solid amount of points to take out of him. Still quite a few races left in this series as well. So hopefully we can bring home the championship. But now we'll head into Parc Fermé and then the career hub and see if there's anything for us to see in there.
This rider has been able to impose a frantic pace on today's race, and now he and his mechanics are rightly going to party.
Yes, we will party indeed. We have finally conquered the AI in this career mode, and luckily there's no glitches this time. Well, I don't know, maybe there was. But looking at the career progression then, we have 245 points for first place, while Seekers we qualified on pole, and 361 for first as well. Another 354 for the bonus options that we used, 966 for playing 2 sessions within the weekend. So in total we get 3,137. So it's pretty good there. But I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Apparently Rossi won in Assen in Motogp as well. In fact, let's have a look at the championships for the other classes, see how they're getting on. So Moto 3, Yama Masia still has actually just retaken the lead from Aaron Canet apparently by 5 points. So perhaps I think they must have been drawing going in. They probably got first and second then, because otherwise it would say that he's gone up one. Obviously they were first. They've both been first. Romano Fenati in third in the championship, bit different to real life there. Della Porta fourth and Binder fifth. Have a look at the Moto 2. Marcel Schrotter's just taken the lead from Tom Luthi. Seems like the same thing has happened. Is the same thing going to have happened in MotoGP? No, Rossi's absolutely dominating the championship in MotoGP. 25-point lead ahead of Marquez in second. Alex Rins third, Dobby fourth, and Miller fifth. So definitely looking a bit strange in some of these championships. But we have a good episode for us. We definitely conquered back some points against the AI. So let's have a look at the race options actually. Yep, 120% still. So yeah, I don't know actually. What that could be. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next video.